Hello? Hello? Hello everyone, this is Raphses. Welcome to the stream. Today, well, first of all, I want to apologize for ending last night's stream so abruptly. But at one point I was like, mentally the game had just put me through the meat grinder like viciously. Like really viciously. But today we are finally clearing God of War 1 once and for all. So I'm starting right away. I'm just starting right away. Okay. The music can go on hold for now. Let me put the game in. Also, let me just verify that the audio is correct for you. Wait. What's my sound source? Can you not hear me? What's happening? Oh. It's because... Can you not hear me? Okay, it's because I put my I had put my phone on a... I muted the alerts on my phone, that's why. Okay. Let me put the game in. And we'll jump right into it. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, so the idea this time is I don't use any magic against Ares in order to have a maximum of it for when I defend Calliope and my wife. Who's Calliope? Calliope is the name of Kratos' daughter. Let's go. So Elgato is muted, sorry. There you go. There we go, okay. Jesus Christ. Also, I might, after clearing the game, I might end the stream right afterwards because I've got a package that's coming today and I don't want to miss it because that already happened once. And I had to wait like a few days for it to arrive. Actually, no, my parents had to collect it for me because of it. Where's the, oh god, okay, there she is. I don't need these. Ares drops already like a very large amount. Let's go.
Kratos had traversed the desert of lost souls, bested the deadly traps of Pandora's temple,
It sucks that you can't skip these cutscenes.
There was but one task left.
Zeus! Do you see now what your son can do? You cast your favor on Athena, but her city lies in ruins before me. And now, even Pandora's box is mine! Would you have me use it against Olympus itself?
Kratos returned even from the underworld.
I'm gonna try to keep it quiet for now because my voice is quite rusty from
You send a
screaming
broken
so much
mortal
yesterday.
to defeat me, the god of war?
After thousands of years, Pandora's box was finally opened. The power of the gods unleashed.
I pray this won't take me 2 hours like
Just
last
a
time.
mortal. Every bit as weak as the day you begged me to save your life.
I am not the same man you found that day.
Sorry.
The monster you've created has returned to kill you.
You have no idea what a true monster is, Kratos.
Yeah. Yeah, go on, Doc. Let's go.
Your final lesson is at hand.
It's funny because there's actually a version of Dr. Octopus who possesses Peter Parker that looks like that. He's got a spider suit with spider claws on his back, that grows out of his back. Hit me a bit, it's okay. Ouch.
Let the rage of the gods drive your blades.
Yeah! I'm gonna be using this for the final phase.
Is that the best you can do?
It's okay. Ooh, that was good. Ooh, Jesus. Ouch, that was bad.
You are no
Good. Good.
Why do you resist me, Spartan? Relent! You are already lost, Spartan!
Not yet. Oh, Jesus. Good. Good. Ah, that was dumb. Like maybe one shot is okay.
You are no warrior.
Ouch. Ah, that was dumb.
your blades, Kratos.
Now the fun part. Someone just arrived, I think.
I have taught you many ways to kill.
Hold on, I'm gonna go see where it is.
Flesh that burns, bones that break. But to break a man's spirit is to truly destroy him. Do you recognize
Someone
this
closed the
place,
door. That's what
Spartan?
happened. Okay.
The location of your greatest failure. Perhaps there is a chance you can undo the deeds of the past.
The nightmares that had haunted Kratos for the past 10 years had now taken form and substance. His past stood before him.
Quite literally, yeah. So it's funny because in the cutscene where he sent Kratos through the portal,
What's happening? Where are we?
his blades
By the
didn't look
gods.
metallic. That's funny.
Can this be real?
Oh god. It is. I hate these guys. But the thing is, I think I'm on the hardest difficulty, so no wonder it's so tough.
Daddy!
Ares! There is nothing you
No,
can
let's
put in
go.
my way to stop me! I will save my family!
Go for that. Get this. Now that I have all my mana, hopefully it should be way easier. I can do this too. It's better. Pretty good. Excellent. Again? Yeah. It works. It works.
They were too strong.
see how far we went? That's a great sign. Oh my god, I can... Ah. I used my magic too quick. That was the problem. I used it too quick. That's what got me. I should prioritize the army of Hades when the sword-wielding Kratos will appear. That's what I should do. When these assholes start to pop, then
Kratos had done the impossible. He had saved his family.
Raphses had done the impossible. He had beaten this section in less than
Please
2
take
hours.
us home.
Oh my god,
Do you
yes.
see, God of War? You took them once, but you'll never have them again.
Oh my
You
God.
cannot save them, Kratos. You gave them up in your quest for ultimate power.
What's fuck is that he's
There is
right.
a price to pay for everything you gain.
Not that price. I didn't want them to die.
But then on the other hand,
Price is too high for
and
what
Ares
I offer
purposely
you.
fucked him over.
You rejected me. A god! Now, you will have no power, no magic. All that is left for you is death!
Oh, not again.
You know what? No. Before starting God of War 2, I want to finish at
Join me,
least
Kratos.
Warhammer 40k.
Should have been stronger.
I want to at least finish Space Marine,
By the gods.
and then we'll jump to God of War 2.
The battle was
and
not
Lollipop
over.
Chainsaw.
The gods, it seemed,
Because I
had a
would have made
final
2
gift
games
for
completed.
Kratos.
I still have allies in Olympus
Let's
areas.
go.
Now, you will see how strong I am.
Time to end this. Oh, yeah, I forgot. You thought I forgot that, huh, you fucker? You... What? Kaiju fight!
You cannot defeat me!
compared it to this version of Dr. Octopus, yeah, I am correct. There exists an alternate version of Peter Parker who is possessed by Dr. Octopus. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Let's go, Raphses. Let's go, Kratos. We're almost there. It's okay, it's okay. There we go, that's excellent. Oh, okay. He actually teleports elsewhere this time, okay. Not expecting that. This should do it. This should do it, hopefully. I know, okay, never mind. In the cutscene, the claws look the exact same. It's just they no longer have the fiery look to them. And done.
Remember, Kratos, it was I who saved you in your time of greatest need.
I haven't forgotten, Ares. I remember how you saved me.
The sweet taste of victory. A bitter one, I should say.
I was trying to make you a great warrior.
You succeeded.
You know the ecosystem of that river is fucked after the amount of blood that just spilled into it. Jesus Christ.
Kratos had done me impossible. A mortal defeating a god. Ares was no more.
You have no idea how stressed out I was when it came to this boss fight. Oh my god, I was so nervous. I got it. Oh my god. Now we go straight to the save point, we save and play the final cutscene. Hopefully it doesn't crash before. It shouldn't, no. After like 2 hours the console had
The city had been saved and would thrive again. The same could not be said for Kratos, for as he sought to rebuild his soul with the help of the gods, the truth was revealed to him.
Athena, rid me of the memories that haunt me still.
You have done well, Kratos. Though we mourn the death of our brother, the gods are indebted to you. We promised your sins would be forgiven, and so they are. But we never promised to take away your nightmares. No man, no god could ever forget the terrible deeds you have done.
In the end, knowing the visions of his past would never leave him, Kratos made his way to the bluffs overlooking the Aegean Sea.
The gods of Olympus have abandoned me.
You know what, I'm just gonna go ask my...
Now there is no hope.
And Kratos cast himself from the highest mountain in all of Greece. After 10 years of suffering, 10 years of endless nightmares,
afterwards, actually.
it would finally come to an end. Death would be his escape from madness. The fate of Kratos was not as it seemed. The gods had other plans. Borne aloft like a feather, Kratos found himself risen from the sea and placed on solid earth.
You will not die this day, Kratos. The gods cannot allow one who has performed such service to perish by his own hand. Ares' tactics were brutal. His path of destruction had to be stopped. But now there is an empty throne in Olympus, and a new god of war is needed. Take these stairs, Kratos. They lead to your ultimate reward.
Ah! Let's go. For those who have seen... Wait, this is Mount Olympus, finally. It's so funny because last time, if I just ran up the stairs, I would have been able to save in time. But here we are now. Finally. Ah. So happy to be here. Save, let's go. Oh my fucking days! Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go upstairs for a moment. I'll be right back. I've returned! I've returned. The moment I tell my dad to warn me if the truck arrives, the truck pulls up. So, I got my thing. Finally. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at this. You gaze upon the bones of your defeated foe. An amazing fight indeed. In him. You are finally free of your servitude to this insane war god. Yeah, I love how Athena says, though we mourn the death of our brother, they've literally... How do you say empaillé in English? Because that's literally what they did with him, that's so fucked. It's not embalming, is it? Isn't it? No. So I've come to the decision, right after this, we start God of War 2. Then I'll just, on the side, I'll just have to finish Warhammer 40k Space Marine, and then jump to Lollipop Chainsaw. It's literally just stuffed. It just says stuffed on Google Translate. The greatest reference. Literally, I've got his stuffed corpse next to my phone. But Raphses, it's a replica. No. It's a stuffed corpse. I don't care what you say. This is the throne of the God of War. Take your rightful place upon it. Can I interact with the behind? No, nothing. Okay. Ah!
And from that point forward, throughout the rest of time, whenever men rode forth to battle for good cause or for evil, they did so under the watchful eye of the man who had defeated a god. They were driven forward by Kratos, the mortal who had become the new god of war.
Except that afterwards, the later games came in. You have conquered God of War. Conquering! I have conquered the game. Prepare to be a god. Hell yeah. Now attempt God mode. Like to see your progress? Yes, I will. I would like to, thank you. I got my thing. God of War 1, everyone! My god, this has been a workout and a half. Jesus. Okay, let's see the credits. There might be something afterwards. Ah, this is supposed to be the outline of Kratos' head. Okay, I see. If those are actually supposed to be sequences of me playing of yourself playing the game, that would be insane. Although I have some doubts. Let's wait on the end of the credits. I want to see if something happens. Although maybe I've been capping. I haven't been playing on God difficulty. I've been playing on hard difficulty, which is Spartan. Yeah, Steve Scat. Catterson. Yeah, okay. DC something that voices Kratos. An amazing voice actor. Oh, I think those are his legs. Yeah, those are his legs actually. I'm curious, let's just wait out. Something might happen. I know, it is his face, it is his face. Da-na-na-na-na. Kratos will return. Oh, indeed he will. He will, and he will leave his mark. In the gaming world, for sure. As it is the proof. As now it is the proof. In game. That was on Spartan. Treasures. The making of God of War trailers, deleted scene, deleted levels, heroic possibilities. Oh, 3D models, okay. The fate of the Titan. Okay. If you think God of War 1 is cool, God of War 2 is even more wild. Yeah, what is that? Ah, they're old models. Oh, that's a skin that Kratos has in later games. What is that? Are you serious? I can see it. Zombie. Oh, like a version of zombie Kratos. Okay. Ah, the skeletons. I don't like the skeletons. Frogman. Okay. We killed it, bruh. Bruh, a frog type. Skeleton version 2, helmet head. Oh, the helmet, okay. There were skeletons. Are there skeletons in this game? Huh. Oh, the birth of the beast.
When men ask for the origin of Kratos, the true tale was never known.
Legend of the
The truth
Twins.
is that Kratos, like all men, began life as a child.
No,
But
really.
childhood in ancient Sparta was a brutal existence. Children deemed fit and strong were trained to be warriors, the protectors of Sparta. The weaker children were caged, sent to the mountains to fend for themselves. They were not expected to survive. And while Kratos escaped the fate of the weaker children, his brother was not so lucky.
Oh.
The two, once inseparable, were now alone. Kratos would become legend, but the story of his brother has gone untold.
For now.
A child left in the mountains, he had died years before. Coming of age in the underworld, he had but one desire: revenge against the brother who deserted him all those years ago.
Oh. So that was the earlier concept for Deimos, who makes an appearance in Ghost of Sparta. That's cool, okay. But you can tell they kept some of these aspects for Ghost of Sparta when they remade Deimos. Well, that's cool, okay. The making of God of War. Designed and created. Let's see, why not? Look at those old formats.
Some of the earlier characters that that had been played around with, some of them again just didn't feel right for the time period. Some of them either felt overdressed or felt too fantasy. A lot of the concepts too got very
Dark Souls,
detailed. There
Kratos,
was lots
that would
of
have been. I would
flowing
have paid to
things,
see that.
and there was lots of hair, and there was lots of things that if we had to just model it, it probably would have been a little bit tougher to pull it off. There was one character I remember when I first saw it that had kind of a, almost kind of a tribal feel to it, a very kind of African feel to it.
African Kratos,
which I thought was
cool.
pretty cool. Didn't say Greek, but at the same time when I looked at that, I thought,
you can see the blades, the concept of the blades
character to work with.
are staying.
We went through images of the lone wolf kind of characters where you might have a hero with a little baby or a dog on his back. So just to kind of give something different, you know, about the character and something that you can kind of relate to.
That's so funny. Kratos with the baby on his back.
One of the original concepts behind the hero for God of War was to come up with a guy who was, his whole face was encased in a mask. And we thought that going with a mask would be, you know, being able to paint his face in broader strokes so that when you were playing the game, he still had a lot of personality and you could still sort of read that when you saw the mask. But when we actually got it in the game, it ended up feeling very soulless and it didn't feel like the guy had a personality.
Dark Souls
that was always one of the big elements that we were dealing with. You know, it was difficult because
skin wrapping.
You know, we would often hear, "It's not Greek enough," and
no,
like, what does that mean? I'm using a actual, you know, sometimes because we would use.
That's so cool.
We'd take it right from a Greek, some Greek sources, you know, and it's very Greek. But I think what we really started seeing was, okay, no, it's not. It's not Greek enough according to what the general public knows, and that's kind of what we had to go towards.
These are again very traditional. Some of these were very traditional kind of Greek images, and again, the more traditional it got, the more armor we put on him, the more he lost his individualism.
Every time we put something on, you know, Dave felt like, oh, he doesn't look brutal anymore, and we started realizing brutal also kind of related to the primal part of him, you know, and so we did spend a lot of time going through that, but in the end, we ended up still taking his clothes off.
That's cool.
That's what we went with. So
when I first saw this from Charlie, it was the first time that I really saw the brutal nature and the violent nature and the sort of the animalistic quality that would really become the foundation for Kratos. And I think starting to see these images was just like sort of confirmation that this idea could really work. Instead of giving him a traditional sword, going with these sort of chain blades was going to be much more dynamic and fluid and really fun to play with. The main goal for the character in the game was always to create someone that looked really brutal and really nasty and really violent. Instead of sort of going down the traditional route of a iconic Greek hero with the plume helmet and the skirt and the toga and the sandals, we wanted someone who really made the player feel like he was being able to unleash his dark side. So the idea was always, how can we make him look more brutal? How can we make him look more violent and impulsive and nasty? And that desire always superseded sort of historical accuracy. So while you look at this guy and he may not totally feel at home in ancient Greece from a costume standpoint, I think he achieves the greater purpose, which is to give players a character that they can play who really does let them just go nuts and unleash the nasty fantasies they have in their head.
It's so funny. Kratos, well, it sort of transferred into the latest God of War game, which came out like, what, 2018, I think? Amazing game, because in this game you can wear armor. So in a way, this idea lived on to be brought to life into the latest incarnation of God of War. Which, by the way, the latest God of War, this is how you recreate a franchise in a different style and do it right. That's how you do it correctly. Monsters of God mode, in-game movies, a secret revealed. The Birth of the Beast. Isn't this one with earlier demos? It's so funny. Yeah, I already saw that. It's 10% challenge is being begin. So yeah, no. Which called the in-game movies, a secret revealed. Fate of the Time. That's a cool thing. I want to see that. Meet the challenge of the gods. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's watch this one and then the one for Chronos.
Kratos had accomplished more than he'd ever dreamed possible. But he did not sit easily on his new throne.
Of course not.
There was a secret in his past even he did not know.
No.
A secret he burned to uncover. Born out of wedlock, Kratos was the bastard child of a shunned woman. There were rumors as to who the father was.
Oh, I know who this is.
Rumors that grew more and more preposterous. Until the woman finally left her small village. She swore a new life in Sparta. Kratos would never know the truth. Never know who his father really was. But now, as a man, Kratos returned to Sparta, determined to find his mother and discover the truth. Kratos' mother was not long for this world. Before she passed, Kratos demanded she tell him the truth. His mother knew the price she would pay if she revealed the name of Kratos' father. But it was time, at last, for her son to know who he was. No word need be spoken to bring about the prophecy of the curse. She was transformed into a merciless beast, one which would destroy even her own son. Putting aside the last remnants of affection for his mother, Kratos destroyed the beast she had become. With her last breath, she spoke the name of his father, for Kratos was no mere mortal. He was the son of a god. He was the son of Zeus, the father of Olympus. And with that knowledge came the certainty that one day soon, he would take his revenge against the father, against the god who had abandoned him all those years ago.
The sequence where you fight, this sequence where he kills his mother, this is a boss fight in Ghost of Sparta. But here's the thing here's a bit of an incoherence in this series. In Ghost of Sparta, but here's the thing, okay, Ghost of Sparta came out after God of War 2. At the end of God of War 2, spoiler, Athena reveals to Kratos who his father is, which, as you've just heard, is Zeus. I mean, if you've played the earliest, I mean, if you've played the most recent game, you already knew that. But anyway, here's where the problem is. In Ghost of Sparta, which came out after God of War 2, if I'm not mistaken, Kratos' mother tells him who his father is. Then she turns and the boss fight happens. But that's never taken into account for the other games that came before that. It's never taken into account for God of War 2 or 3. So yeah, that's a bit of an inconsistency in the games. But it's not that big. Or you could just say that Kratos was so shocked that he was just in denial for this. Maybe he just never believed it.
The tale of Pandora's box remains to this day. After the weapon was taken from the temple, the structure endured. Kronos the Titan lived another 1,000 years, wandering the desert. That was long ago. The temple has gone silent, and the beast who bore it for so long has died. Relics of a world long past. But all myths need not be from the ancient times. Today, a band of explorers will make their way inside the just-discovered structure.
Bruh!
And find for themselves the temple still holds
the fucking foundation. It's an SCP.
Soon, as with all great myths, a new hero will emerge.
Yeah? Are you kidding? That's insane. Yo. That's literally an SCP. Bruh. The US found his corpse. That's funny. Okay. That would make a great spin-off game, you know? Like, in modern times, you're like a reincarnation of Kratos and you go into the temple to uncover the Pandora's box. Like, all sorts of weird stuff happens. That'd be sick. I would pay to see that. Or even for a fan movie based on this would be great. Okay, but with that said, that's it for God of War 1, and it's time to go on to God of War 2.